Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Starts with a jump in. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Taking stock. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Decides to buff up while they can. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Takes a trip. The drink levels are 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Opts to create space to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Swagger step. Dashes up. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Jumps in! Still slugging it out at this range. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Player 1, leap goes to the air, drops it from the air. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Jumps up, flatlines in. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight.
Decides not to rush in without a plan. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Who will force the other's hand? Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Clutch, anti-air. Connects with the throw. Player 2, nothing stops this train. Fights back with authority. Crowns him from above. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Looking for a hole. This can lead to some big damage.
Come on. It's time to
Get
train.
to the side, connects. Jamie's gonna show all those OGs that there's a new player in town. Ooh, take a seat. Baits out the low kick. Player 1. Oh, engine's cranked. This could be trouble. Well, here comes the boom. They are done.
Enjoy the trip!
Player 2. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Jump in finds the mark. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Finds the time to squeeze in above. No good up high. Long low attack hit. All right. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Hitting the end of throw ends the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets a risky buff in. Decides to buff up while they can. Not having the cross up. That was tricky. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Knockdown and won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive 10 seconds. A super art? That's not gonna hit. How can they steal this win in such a precarious situation? Still scrapping for control of the space.
Fires off an overdrive arrow.
Quick breather. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Crowns them from above. Roll side boost. Burns out. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Who's going to take the initiative here? There's a burnout. Player 2. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 2 was an absolute beast here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Puts one in the pocket. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Goes for the low kick. All right. Lots of aggression from both sides. Cross up block. Track that jump nicely. Knockdown. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Was looking for that jump attack. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Doesn't miss a beat. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Both of them are low on health and are playing. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Opts to create space to start. Protective ring hits home. Decides to buff up while they can. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Not much life difference. Burnout activates. Gets a fades out the low kick. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Closing it out with a super arc finish. Nice and clean.
That felt good.
Taking no prisoners. Player 2.
The top player is here.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The low kick connects. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Both fighters planning something? Who will capitalize on an opening first? They're in there! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Protective ring hits home. Decides to buff up while they can. Swagger step. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. The jump in is denied. This quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Jumps in. Side switch in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Player 1 is in a good spot to use the super. Knockdown and Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player 2 will need to protect up with the jump in. There's the burnout. Crashes out the gauge right there.
This is our destiny.
The Getsuga Saiho hit. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retake. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. somehow manages to block the jump in. Keeps the flatlines up. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Player 1 popping hard. If this unleashes some big damage. Boots him and takes a swing. Player 2, low heavy. Amazing. Oh, they switch sides. Still can't find a way out of this corner. Something's gotta give.
Fires off an overdrive arrow.
Oh, here we go.
Nothing stops this train.
Looking to follow up after that target combo.
Let's go.
Can they use what a finish? Gotta hand it to both of our
The
fighters.
top player is here.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Puts one in the pocket. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What's the play here? Pressuring them in the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 heats it up with a combo into super. That's how you do it. When you've got that super arcade, you just gotta use it. Did well to get the buff in. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Steps back to start things off. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Lots of Fuha bends and plenty of avenues to race through. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. Time to reassess the situation? Out of range. Relatively safe. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. All in with a rush. Both fighters planning knocked them out of the air. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? A jump in?
Let's go.
Hits them with flatlines up. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Throws them. Player 1 with good trying to gauge control. Is this in the bag? Okay, here we go. Ooh, you dropped it hard. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Fights back with authority. Amazing. Drops them.
Fires off an overdrive arrow.
Corrects them. A real test of nerves here. Gets the corner switch. It might be some time. Oh my, the throw tech. Gotta do better than that. Get out of nowhere. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. Are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent, trips them up. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Holds out with the block. Grabs him, takes a trip. Nails the anti-air. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Decides to buff up while they can. Still slugging it out at this range. Each hit is so important here. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Up tap to close it. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Did well to get the buff in there. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Taking stock. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Lots of full hop bends and plenty of avenues to race through. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side. Player 1 triggers the feng shui engine. The real jury's coming out to play. Knockdown and player 1 tries to act quickly but with the attack. Saihasho loads up a bomb. Drink level maxed out. This party's getting crazy. What are they gonna do? Brushes that off and keeps going. Player's huge chance after that wall strike. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Double backdash. You can tell how it knocks them out of the air. Anti-air in the clutch. Pokes with a medium kick. Here's clutch, anti-air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. All stocked up. Where's the full house gonna come into play? Loads up a bump. Overdrive arrow kick. What's next? Player 2 needs to wait this out. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. They push their way out of the corner. Both sides getting ready. The swagger step sends a change of plans. Medium kick. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you.
It's time to train.
Is it over? Will they survive? It just gets there. Perfection. Player 1 comes out on top of it.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Puts one in the pocket. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Neither of them willing to back off here. The low heavy hit. All right, what's coming up next? This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Jumps in. They block the overhead, and a quick breather. They need to rely experiencing burnout. Both fighters, ooh, double KO. You don't see that every day. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Swagger step. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Jumps in. Backs off. What are they gonna do? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Take that cord away, he's maxed out! This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. All in with the rush. Player fires off an overdrive arrow. Oh, here he reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Keeps him out. Here comes the corner press. Oh, stun. Bad news is on the way. Still can't overdrive arrow kick. It is over. Player 1 clinches the top in this fight.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. The Fuha's stocked to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Holds out with the block. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. That drive impact is blocked. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap experiencing burnout. Player 2 can't afford mistakes. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 2 with a big first-round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Can they keep on him? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 2 turned this right around with that super. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Did well to get the buff in there. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Gets a risky buff in. There's a change of sides. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Lots of flu hop bangs and plenty of avenues to race through. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Burnout activates. Player 1 uses the gauge for a super arc. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Experiencing burnout. Drink level maxed out. This party's getting crazy. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. All the glow connects. But now they can use drive. Player 1 can't use it. They're recovered. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Gets a risky buff in. Jump. Goes for the jump in. Free flow strikes. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Reads the jump in perfectly. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Throws him. What now? Pokes with a kick. Barely blocks the jump in. All in with a rush. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Meets them air to air. Oh man, this is a scary range. Loads up a bump. The swagger step sends him flying. Fights back with authority. Toss up. Now they can use drive. Amazing. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? More fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
Come on. It's time to train.
Super out of nowhere. The big brains on this competitor is unreal. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 1 made top in this fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Still slugging it out here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. The Fuha stalked to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Very solid corner switch. Taking stock. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Holds out with the block. Feeling out the spacing. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Fantastic reactions there. Gets them. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Opts to create space to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Solid blocking. Spot-on blocking. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. Side Husho to start something? Side Husho? Medium kick hits. Lots of flu hop bangs and plenty of avenues to race through. Knockdown and max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. breaks the block with a throw. Triggers the feng shui engine. The real jury's coming out to play. Player 2 will look fires off an overdrive arrow. Both fighters planning something? What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Medium kick overhead, but it won't work. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Overhead attack! Crowns them from above! Carried through the corner! This may be bad news! All the throw connects! What now? Puffs while they're blinking! The jump in is lynching! This is a complete shutdown! They can't escape! Switch sides! They push their way out of the corner! Yo, cut that boy off! He's had too much! Quick medium poke! Flatline zone! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match! It's a mirror match! There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
The top player.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Trips them up. Perfect air to air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Tons of drive and health to work with. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Are they going to fill up their super meter for a small advantage or concentrate on the offensive? I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. This is the perfect range to reach out and drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters planning something? In there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Dashes forward. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Jumps up. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach this strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They trade hits. Barely all in with a rush. Free flow strikes. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. What are they gonna do? Player 1 with the rhythm. Yo, critical art now? One with flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
We're all
Final round. Fight.
Omen crowns them from above. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Manages to all the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management.
Come on. It's time to train.
Gets to the Saiho! You better not think that this boy's quicker than a freaking hiccup. Make smart use of the gauge. Good, super. Okay, here we go. Fires off an overdrive arrow. Who'll set the pick? Nothing stops this train. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Player 1 is an overdrive arrow kick. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Opens them right up. Player 1 comes away with